Okay, we are talking a little bit before this interview. We are from the TV channel, the broadcast channel from here, from the town. What do you think about the music in Argentina? Is similar or is the same kind of music that you touch?
Well, I'm amazed because I've been coming here for about 15 years almost, and the music is great. I was so impressed when I first came and I saw so many people that love blues, you know, and rock and roll. You know, I thought I'd hear more tango and everything else, and then I heard Papo, and I know he played with B.B. King and guys like that, and he was phenomenal. But the musicians that I find here are really serious students of blues music and rock music. And of course, I'm a big fan of the Rolling Stones, and this is the Rolling Stones capital of the world, it seems like, you know. So I get to hear stuff that I like all the time. And some of the tribute bands like Majestades and then blues guys like Daniel Raffo and just phenomenal musicians. I know it's a lot for you to interpret. I should have made it a short answer, but there's a lot to say. There's great musicians here, and I love the people that
It's
play.
a good level musician, not here.
Yes, yes, very, very good. You know, of course, like anywhere, you get some good, some bad, some ugly. You know, like we say. But
you know, the country is the same.
it doesn't change, and one thing is the heart that doesn't change. You know, people that are into the music like we all play, they feel something, and we don't have to speak the language to give you the feeling or get the feeling back. That's what's cool about it, and I get to travel all over the world and get the same thing.
Which country do you prefer from Latin America? Because you go to Brazil, you go to Chile, I don't know if you go to Paraguay, but which country is...
On this tour, I'm going to all except for Brazil. I love Argentina because I've been coming here the longest, and I have a lot of friends here. I used to go to Russia quite a bit, but now, you know, there's problems. And what I found all over the world is great people. Some of the best musicians I played with are also in Chile and Brazil. And it's just Latin America, you know, they have a feeling, they have emotion, you know.
We are very friendly people, no?
Yes, and the food is good. They try to kill you with love. That's the problem. They love you to death, you know. Too much food. It's like, and now I'm flaco, but in 6 weeks I'll be panzón de elefante.
You get fat in a few months.
See, no, a few weeks. See, I sit down now. Next, I'll be sitting like this because you know.
That have to be a problem for the next trip, I think so. No?
That's a problem for the airplane. I have to pay more.
You have to pay.
They'll have to put me under the plane.
And you guys, what do you do with him, and explain something about?
We are the Black Hole. We are from Phoenix, Arizona, a blues rock trio. We are here to play some shows this week in Buenos Aires. We are opening tonight for JC, and we'll be playing a festival with him on Sunday. Myself and the bass player came to Buenos Aires in 2016 as the rhythm section for the blues guitarist Carvin Jones. And now we formed a new band with our friend Connor Kelly. So we're just down here playing some shows with JC and just enjoying our time. Beautiful city, we love it here.
You just play in Buenos Aires, or you have to play next?
We are only playing in Buenos Aires.
When?
We are playing tonight, and then tomorrow we play at Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones, and then yes, we play the anniversary festival for Mr. Jones on Sunday as well.
And what are your expectations with your band here in Argentina?
Well, when we were in our previous band, the people were very kind to us. Met some fantastic musicians here, really passionate about the blues, really passionate about art.
Young too.
Lovely people, yes, yes. A big difference between Argentina and USA. Much young people are appreciate blues music, and so we just being a younger
In
band.
the States are more oldest people.
Yes,
Yeah.
so it appeals to us because everybody is young and exciting here. This is a very exciting opportunity for us.
Okay, and what do you think about the rock here?
To be honest, I'm not familiar with a lot of rock and roll bands. However, on a personal level, we have met a lot of musicians here, and rock musicians, some cumbia musicians, like even some hip hop, blues, and everybody I have met, it takes it very serious. It's very high caliber musicians here in South America.
What I love about the music here, there's a band called Airbag.
Yes.
They're a great band from here, and I like their music. It's the same thing as JC was saying. It's not like I can understand everything they're saying, but the music is it
Universal,
right? Yeah,
That you
it's
heard
amazing.
immediately, no?
Yeah, and it's cool. Like Airbag opens for a lot of U.S. bands, so like the connection there is really cool. Like they just opened for Guns N' Roses not too long ago, and like it's cool the way the fans here respond to American
The
music as
American.
well as the cool bands here. So it's cool to me.
I agree too, because since I've been coming here, I got to meet some of the great musicians of here, people from Ratones, and also I became very good friends with Chizo from Larenga. And his sax player, Mano, played with me on a couple of shows, and he goes, well, I'd like you, and I didn't know anything about Larenga. He goes, you should come and have dinner with us and everything. I get there, there's 25 people working for him. I'm like, what is this? It was like going to dinner with Led Zeppelin or something. These guys are huge. And then so I started looking at videos, and me and Chizo hit it off because we both ride Harley Davidsons. And he was like, okay, when you come for 3 months, stay with me, and we'll ride from Buenos Aires to El Calafate. I'm like, that's a lot of riding, man. I don't know. So we talked about it. Then the funny thing is when I was down in El Calafate this last time, I was talking to Diego, who's a friend of his. He goes, when you guys gonna ride the motorcycles? And this was like 7 years ago. They don't forget. So like,
you have to do it.
I think
you have to do it. It's a
do.
very nice trip, Dan.
Yes, but it's cold.
It's very long.
Very long, very cold, and I'm too flaco. I have to eat, engage, and then I have cushion.
You have to get more fat.
Yeah. But they take you in, the musicians here, and they embrace your music, and you always have something in common, right?
Absolutely.
I think that the music all over the world get more close all the people, no?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure,
Mhm.
sure.
It not depends on the language. It's
Mhm.
only the music is the language, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it can break down a lot of barriers and walls. I know in the States now there's still a lot of people trying to build walls and barriers to separate people. What I get to do when I perform is I take people out of their lives for maybe an hour and a half, and they don't have to think about all the problems everywhere.
It's a nice
for a
escape,
while.
right?
That's right.
Beautiful escape.
They can eat, drink, and have fun, and then the next day they can have a hangover and go, I had a good time.
Why not? And in the state, you play with the band more often, once a week, once a month.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh God, this last year I've been playing all the time. I had one weekend off in probably 6 or 7 months.
Wow.
And then I was touring in between all that. And I have a big tour schedule to finish coming up. I'll be in Spain, I'll be in the Caribbean islands, and then I'll be in Brazil, and these guys are working. They're going overseas.
When we are home in the USA, we play every day.
Every day.
8 shows a week, and
Wow.
we have a tour planned for Europe in 2023. But we tour the USA. We play in our home city 8 days a week. We love playing the blues more than anything, so we play all the time.
I just met these guys, and I can tell they love each other and they love to play together. That's awesome, and that's You don't find that in a lot of bands. A lot of times it's just business.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I can feel the vibe from these guys. And I listened to them warming up out there, and I was like, what am I doing here? I should just go home. These guys play the rest of the night.
You have to be the sport band, no?
Yeah, we love you too.
You have to open the show.
Yeah, let me go first.
I am ashamed to go second.
Yes,
I
yes.
prefer to go first.
It would be better, I think.
Okay, I don't know if you have to say something else to our people here in Argentina. Any Monday.
Well, whenever you see either J.C. Smith or the Black Hole, come to the show, come have fun. Thank you guys for giving us the opportunity to talk. It's great.
I have to thank
For what?
you.
Give me money.
To give me
Give me money.
here are cents, are not dollars.
Well,
It's very cheap, isn't it?
maybe it'll get better. I'm not gonna say anything because
Okay.
this is not my country, but it can be rough all over. No matter where you go, it's funny. It seems like everywhere in the world has similar problems. At least we're not in a war.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the only thing I can say.
I think that here in Argentina we have to thank that we don't have war.
Yep. Yeah.
Other things are secondary.
United States, we got wars on the streets, but
Yeah.
especially out where we live, you know, they call it the Wild Wild West because that's what it's always been.
It's lawless, right?
That's right. So
Guns and horses.
that's
Yeah,
right.
of course.
Yeah. And Willie said, "Whiskey for my men and beer for my horses."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
this interview, and I will enjoy your.
You're not gonna leave, are you? Are you gonna stay?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And your camera.
I want to suffer a little bit.
Yes.
And my
well,
camera will
what-
stay here.
You're in the right place because we're gonna play blues. So you can. You're in the right place for suffering.
Yeah.
And look, I always say, if you come to my show and you don't have a good time, I will gladly give you back your misery.
Okay.
I will give you a full refund.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.